Hey guys, and welcome back to The Sims 4. My name is Abby, and today we're doing another speed build. This one I've lovingly called the bunker. And if you look for it on the gallery, it's a really awful picture. You can't really see it over the really high fence because the walls are kind of low. And I wanted it to be really low to the ground, so I didn't want to make the walls any higher. Just so you could see them over the fence. So yeah, the picture on the gallery is not the best. But I don't know how to, I mean, I guess you could probably put in a mod to put in your own like picture, like whatever you want to put there, instead of it being like the one that automatically shows up. But, you know, I kind of can't be bothered to do that half the time anyway, so it's okay. No big deal. If you watch the speed build and you go to find it, you'll be able to tell which one it is. You know, sadly, if you find it on the gallery first and, you know, then you don't really ever watch my videos anyway, then you probably wouldn't want to come see that one. But I don't know. I think somebody's already downloaded this one when I had put it up. So maybe not. Don't know. Anyway, this one's just a pretty quick build here. I thought it would be interesting to do a build kind of with this like end of the world kind of vibe, or maybe, you know, this family that lives here is afraid of the end of the world coming soon, so they maybe demolished their house or bought this piece of land and built this bunker here, and they live here in you know, preparation for when doomsday comes or when the zombie apocalypse happens or something. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool though, pretty different. So the main portion of the house is actually underground, and they have a full kitchen and a living area and rather small bedrooms, but I mean, what can you do? There are two kind of like airlocks. That's what I would think they would be called anyway. Like you have like when you first walk into the building, and then there's another door there. And in that first little room, I also put in a shower. So like maybe if the air is contaminated outside, they can hop in and take a quick shower, or like some kind of a chemical shower if they've been outside for some reason. So yeah, we have a little shower that's going to be there in the first room, and then in the room beyond that first or the second steel door is going to be like the main entranceway with the stairs leading down into the basement, and then another plant box so that they can plant on the inside if, you know, they don't want to go outside. We do have plant boxes out here on the exterior too. And then there's another double steel doors down at the bottom of the stairs, and then you enter those to go into the main living area. So lots of different like locked portions so that they can really protect themselves. Maximum security is probably, you know, what they really were going for here. Anyway, that's what I was thinking, and like I've told you guys before, I find it way easier to build whenever I'm thinking of a family and thinking of their mindset and what they would really like to have, instead of just kind of making things up as I go along. It's way easier to do that, and I recommend if you have a little trouble in the creativity department, then that's a good way to go. You'll have to forgive me. I am a little tongue-tied again today, as usual. I mean, I don't even know why I apologize for it at this point in time, but I had a presentation today, and it went pretty well. I actually had two. They went pretty well. I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I do presentations, I swear, as soon as my mouth opens, I like black out. Like I do it, and I do well, I'm assuming. But half the time, like, I don't even remember what I did. So, yeah, I'm assuming I did fairly well, as far as I remember. But then, like, as soon as you're done and people clap, and you're like, oh, yeah, I guess that's over. That's over with. It's like a rush. like you just black out the entire time you're speaking. So you're just, like, talking and just hoping that things come out the way you want them to. It looks a little dark right now, but don't worry, I will add some of those high beam lights in there. This build is actually, it only includes 2 packs other than the base game, and that is the Camp Retreat and Get to Work. So if you only have the base game and those 2, I think they all came in a bundle actually. That's why I did those 3 together. And also, you know, I mean, I couldn't do a bunker without the Get to Work pack because of the barbed wire fencing. I really needed that, and I really just wanted to use the Camp Retreat stuff because I don't use them enough, like the blow up beds and that kind of thing. So I I did use those 3 packs, and if you've only been able to buy that set, then you can easily download this build. I will be doing more restricted builds like this, so don't worry about that. I've also got some other things that I'm going to be doing. I think I've talked about already in my previous video. I think it was the base game family home build that I was talking about. Building, like doing some renovation work on some of the existing lots already, like in Oasis Springs and Willow Creek and stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that, and that's going to be including, you know, everything, all of the packs that have been out so far. And I thought that would be really interesting to do, because those are going to be lots that are base game centric, or at least the ones in Oasis Spring and Willow Creek will be anyway. And then the ones that are in Magnolia Promenade, they're going to include some get to work stuff, but you know, I'm going to be changing all of those lots into residential lots, so I'm not going to be keeping them as like stores or you know, restaurants. Like the Shea Llama, I'm probably going to place in Newcrest and kind of fix the interior to be a house instead of a restaurant. I'm going to do that with several of them. Maybe even the spa that came, or some of the spas. I think there was multiple spas that came with Spa Day. I don't remember. And there might have been more than one restaurant too. It might have not. It might be more than just the Shea Llama. I don't remember. I don't remember when they came out, what all there was. But I think I will be doing that. I will start doing that today. And just kind of figuring out what I'm going to do with those lots. And, you know, I might make some rules up for myself. Like, I mean, obviously money, I'm going to spend however much I want to. But I don't know that I want to change the exterior at all. There might be some instances when I want to change, like, the... Yeah, I don't know if I want to change the main structure of the build, I guess. You know, I don't know that I want to add rooms on the exterior. Maybe if I added like a pool house or something, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I may do that, you know, but the main building, how did I say that? That was so weird. The main building, I don't want to change too much. I want it to stay pretty much the same, and I just want it to be a house. That's all the difference I want it to be. And, you know, like I said, I think I'm going to start doing that today. I've also got a couple of other builds that are kind of based off of some homes that I've seen before, that I've been to before. Like I said, I'm going to start doing some of the houses that I mentioned about, like, where I'm from. That's kind of interesting, because some of those houses are really old. The house that I grew up in will be 100 years old in 2025, maybe? I don't know. I think. I mean, that's less than 10 years away, so it's like 90 something years old, the house that I grew up in. And so there's houses much older than that too, where I'm from. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that there are buildings in the US that are way older than that, but you know, old houses and old buildings are just really interesting, because obviously they're going to have a lot of history, a lot of past. I know that there's been at least 3 people to die in my house. I think 3, maybe not that many, maybe just 2. I don't know. My step grandfather, he passed away in the house that I grew up in what was the living room at one point in time, but we've remodeled several times, and now it's my parents' master bedroom. Which sounds weird. Like, how do you make a master bedroom into a living room? But it was, you know, with traditional builds, rooms are very separated anyway, or with traditional homes, I mean, rooms are really separated anyway. So, when it was a living room, we had these French doors there, and we kept them open all the time. And, you know, you could just walk in and out, and it was kind of right there by the front door of the house. And now those French doors stay closed pretty much most of the time. And, I mean, it's just my parents' bedroom. And the living room has moved to where the dining room used to be. We really kind of don't have a dining room. And I think they're talking about adding some more to our house, and maybe making that back into the dining room and making the other room back into a living room. I don't know. We also have a sitting room that really just has a piano in there and not much else. But, you know, it's okay. It's kind of odd. Anyway, though, we're in the screenshots now, so we are nearing the end. That little water thing out back that I kind of put in, it looks like a swimming pool. It is a swimming pool, technically, but I thought it was just, it could be a well that they had dug. And usually, you know, you keep a well underground. But I thought it'd be cool to have it kind of symbolically there as their freshwater source. So, yeah, that's there. It's a pretty cool little build. It's really interesting, you know. for maybe some odd characters, an odd family that is, you know, expecting the end of the world anytime now, any day now. You know, there's not any really like hung up picture frames, and I imagined that they wouldn't have decorated this place to be like that, because what if there's an earthquake? Picture frames could fall and kill somebody. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, I thought they'd be kind of wary. And, you know, a lot of this furniture is just like, you know, furniture that you'd have like in your garage put away. And then, you know, they just kind of piled it all up in this little living space. Because maybe they have another house somewhere else. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And I will talk to you guys soon.